February 2021. When you start choosing, I'm no longer going to follow that path that everyone before me followed. You're going to find yourself this month looking at that very directly and making the decision to either take it with you or not. You're supposed to be, or you decided to be, walking out on a new path, being a pioneer, doing things in a different way. And that is challenging. So just like if you were doing something in school, learning something very difficult, and maybe you do bad on a test, or you just wouldn't get some of it, you need help. You might say, oh, I'm just not getting this, I need help. But you wouldn't, I don't know, maybe you would, but it wouldn't be productive to punish yourself for that, to feel bad about that. But just to get the support, the help you need, to ask for it, and then move forward. And then say, okay, now I'm choosing to move forward. And bringing that compassion to ourselves is part of what we're choosing now that's so different from what was done in the past by most, It's about loving all the parts of you, your inner masculine, your inner feminine energies, and loving the ways that those are coming together in you, loving and honoring the ways that those have expressed through you that you're now leaving behind, and loving and being excited about the ways that you're now moving into these new parts of you that haven't yet been expressed in the physical. It's time. So you're getting a ton of help with that from your guides. So with all of that in mind, we'll delve into the messages for the individual signs now and what exactly is coming out as far as guidance for every sign. Aries, this is your reading for February 2021. We're going to see what messages your guides would like you to have for February 2021. Aries, the first card coming out is the Devil. That is sort of flying out. And that is letting you know that you're going to be breaking some toxic patterns this month. You're going to be leaving behind some things that have really plagued you. Yeah. In this lifetime, probably previous lifetimes, definitely your ancestry. This is good because this is a releasing. This is a purging. You're not carrying this forward. Yeah, but these are definitely ancestral wounds that you're healing here with this. These are deep ancestral wounds. You now are coming into a time this month, Aries, of great clarity about the extent of these wounds. These are things that you may have just dealt with. You may have just sort of pushed forward definitely pushed forward in your life with these things, going, you know what, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm just not even going to think about it. And because of your determination, Aries, you've just sort of, rammed your way through it. But now with this clarity, you're seeing the ways that has limited you in the past. And you're no longer wanting to struggle with that. You're no longer wanting to have to deal with that. So now we're going to ask for your action guidance for the month of February for Aries. What is the action guidance for dealing with this Devil, these ancestral wounds? Okay, we do have the Five of Swords. 5 is change, and the Five of Swords here does talk about conflict, drama, and we're going to see what they're telling you to do with that. Yeah, it's time for that to be over. It's time for you to let that end in your life. Anything that feels like, smells like, looks like, resembles drama or fight or conflict, it's time to let that go. That is what belonged to the ancestors. That is what you inherited, was that fight, that pain, that difficulty, that suffering. It's time for that to end with you, Aries. So they're saying, let it end. Okay, let that end. When you do that, when you decide that you're not going to carry forth the fight anymore, when you decide that you're going to let it end with you, you may feel, this is not how it actually is, but this is just how you may feel. You may feel like you're betraying somehow your lineage. You may feel like you're somehow, leaving them behind, or because you are going on that new path, just like we talked about in the intro. But just know that is just how it feels, because what's really happening is you're allowing the suffering to end with you. With that Ace of Swords that we saw, it's Spirit saying, okay, Aries, it's time for you to have clarity that you don't want to continue that lineage, that pattern of suffering, and letting it end with you now. Okay? And this is really confirmation of that opening message we had. For you, Aries, it's about surrendering the habit of people pleasing. Because things that you were doing, that you were taking on, difficulty and things that you were taking on in the interest of not having conflict, in the interest of not having difficulty, you were compensating by saying, well, I'll just deal with this, I'll just deal with that. But it's time for you to stop doing that. It says, speak your needs. Be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. That's how the conflict is going to end. Because even though you thought you were people pleasing, even though you thought you were actually pleasing them, you were really just kind of enabling them to continue their wounded patterns. And that's what you were taught. It's hard. It's hard to break these patterns. It really is. But that is your path now, and you can do it. This is leaving behind the energy of fear, the energy of uncertainty, of like, I don't know what's out there, and going that new path, like we talk about in the beginning, going that new path as the pioneer that says, you know what, I'm going to be the first one in my lineage to do what's right for me, to stop this, placating or fighting or whatever it is, whatever the role is, to put an end to that and make it about what's right for you now. Going that path, doing what's right for you, and breaking away from the past. That's what you're being guided to do. Okay, so I'm going to ask for one more card for Aries for the month of February. One final message for Aries for February. Thank you. Okay. All right, the moon. It's time to look at the fear that has been there. It's actually a fear, oddly, not that you're odd, but it's a fear of harmony. I just know that sounds odd. Like, why would I fear harmony? Well, because you have not seen it. This is a peace and a harmony and a coming home and a knowing of, okay, this is my heaven on earth that's here for me now that I can fully enjoy. You've never seen that done. You've never seen this kind of peace, so of course it would seem scary. But it's time for you to look at the shadow of what within yourself is holding you from that. Because it's your choice now to perpetuate that toxic pattern, that lineage wound, or not perpetuate it, or choose to leave it behind. Okay? So Aries, please let me know how that resonates for you. You do have the courage to do what you're being asked to do this month. That is available to you. Your divine guides are going to help you there. Okay? So be sure you're tapping into and asking for that help. Okay, next is Taurus. This is for Taurus for the month of February. What would you like for Taurus to know? Queen of Cups. Okay, for you it's going to be about doing what is loving for you. This Queen of Cups does what is loving for themselves. And, when you do that, when you allow yourself to receive, when you allow yourself to treat yourself with compassion and love and maybe even luxury this month, that's going to open doors. It's going to open up possibilities. It's going to grease the wheels for you to receive. It's going to open up those options, and then it's just going to be for you, Taurus, to choose. Choose the new pinnacle. Choose to put down the old one of the old life and seize that new life full of possibilities, love, and, you know, wonderfulness. Right when I said love, there's that Two of Cups, connection. So this is a month for you, Taurus, where the better care you take of yourself, the more love you show yourself, the more that is going to be reflected to you in this connection. And it's just a matter of, are you going to choose that for you? Are you going to choose to allow yourself to receive all that beautiful and have it reflected to you? Nice. That's a really nice feeling reading for you, Taurus. And let's ask for your action guidance for February. Action guidance is to seize this new beginning, seize this inspiration from the divine, seize these gifts, grab them. Carpe diem, I'm hearing, like grab them, seize them, and okay, don't let your mind hold you back. Don't let yourself hold you back. Because this is an energy of, no, I'm not going to allow myself to have that. The antidote to that is the Queen of Cups. And here's some more cups. The antidote to the mind closing down and saying, no, I can't have that, is to go ahead and enjoy the cups. Well, you know, this is the mind, the limitations of the mind. Cups are the heart. So the key for you this month, Taurus, is going to be to do what makes your heart happy. See the ways that Spirit is bringing in that support for you. And anywhere you notice this closed mind energy, make sure you're lubricating that nicely with that heart energy, okay? With that joy, with that receiving as much as you possibly can, wherever you possibly can, and letting things be effortless, letting things be easy. You know, you've been so hard on yourself. Let up on yourself and let yourself feel the support that's there for you. It says stop pushing so hard. The art of, and in some cases, stop resisting so hard, you know. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. The easier you let things be, the more ease you're going to experience this month, Taurus. And that's a healing of those lineage wounds for you, because for you, things have always had to be hard, but you're moving into more ease. Wow, Taurus. Okay. This is the same energy as that Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is that soulmate card, that divine connection card. And here is that energy again. This is a 5, adding up to a 5 for change. So you're going to see a lot of energy coming through this Two of Cups connection, this soulmate connection this month, that really changes things for you. Or you're going to see this connection itself changing a lot this month. You're going to feel a lot of shift and change in it. A lot of transformation. That's beautiful. And, you know, February, what a beautiful month for that. Lovely. Okay, and any last message for Taurus? Thank you. King of Pentacles. It's time for you to move away from the doubt of your mind and the things that feel bad, the self-doubt, and move into this solidness and confidence. Let yourself just relax and enjoy the good things in your life that are there, the abundance that is there, because it is all around you. With all the cards we've been seeing this month, it will be all around you. Just now when I said that, it was 11:11 on the counter. And, you know, it's just a matter of you moving away from what doesn't feel good. Be that Queen of Cups. Do what feels good, okay? If it feels good, it's right for you, okay? Next is Gemini. And these are the messages for Gemini for the month of February 2021. We're asking what you would like for Gemini to know. What a beautiful card to start off with, the 10 of Cups. You are coming into more joy, more harmony this month. And it will be important this month for you to really move forward in that, to keep going in that truth, in that knowing. Yeah. Love these knights coming in for you in February, Gemini. This is, you know, what you've been affirming, what you've been saying. You've been saying, I am. receiving more abundance. I am receiving more joy. I am moving into my personal heaven on earth. My life is going to be reflecting now my inner truth. And this Knight of Pentacles brings those manifestations right in. He's the divine delivery person. And all of this that you've been manifesting and asking for and declaring, it's coming in now, and you're going to see it in very real ways this month, Gemini. Yeah, please message me and let me know about these very real manifestations you see this month, because this is all good. The Sun, 10 of Cups, that's good stuff heading your way this month that you've been asking for. And Gemini, I'm going to ask now for your action guidance, what your guides are guiding you to do. Let them come in. When the deliveries come, it's important that you receive them. It's important that you allow these changes to come in. The Page of Pentacles is an energy that says, I'm willing to start new. And as these wonderful manifestations are coming in that you've been asking for, it's going to be important for you to show a willingness to, begin again with them, to sort of be a beginner and say, wow, I've been asking for a new start. I've been asking for new life. These things have been delivered to me. Whether it's a new job for you or just a new way of living in some way or another, it's going to be important for you to be open and willing to really receive them and all the changes that come with them. And the more you do that, paradoxically, the more you're going to feel powerful, because you're going to be like, wow, being a beginner is great. It's making me feel divinely powerful. It will be important for you to completely release the old. When we're receiving the new, it's important that we're releasing the old. So make sure that make sure that all your energy this month, Gemini, is focused on the new that's coming in, because you've got to completely let go of that which, the divine's making room for. If there's anything kind of popping up and going, oh, but what about me? But what about this? You can't move away from this. You can't walk away from that. Well, yeah, you can, because that's what the divine is ending, the limitations of the past. Your guides are helping you release yourself from any limitations, any restraints, any chains of the past. So keep on affirming, just as these things are being brought in for me, I'm also being brought into the freedom to receive them, to enjoy them, and everything that is not in alignment with that is being removed now. It will be important this month, especially, Gemini, for you to move into, really making sure you're listening to your intuition, your spirit, your soul guidance, rather than your mind and your ego. Your mind and your ego are going to say, here's why that won't work. Here's why we can't do it. No. But your intuition's going to say, but yeah, we've been asking for this. And I know change is hard, but it's here and it's time. For some reason, I am smelling pine and pine trees. So for some of you, Gemini, I don't know, being out in the trees, among the trees is going to be really important this month for tapping into your intuition. Okay, so this is what we were talking about in the very beginning in the intro. This is you healing the wounds of your family lineage, of those ancestors. And you are healing and releasing, with that Death card, a lot of those old, deep-seated wounds, things that were passed down to you by generation after generation after generation. And, as you're releasing all that, your guides are helping you, the divine is helping you, your faith, it'll be so important for you to rely on that even more than ever this month. They're showing me all the twos here, and 2 is about balance, that balance of the healing energy of your masculine and feminine within. This is about your own inner masculine, your own inner feminine, and the divine. In that holy union, that holy trinity, that is going to be giving you the strength to do everything you need to do this month. Walk away from everything you need to walk away from and embrace everything you're being guided to embrace, okay? And last guidance for Gemini. Okay, as you're following your path this month, Gemini, I really am sensing some hesitation for you. You're gonna be like, wow, I mean, yeah, this is good and everything, but it's gonna be like, some days you're making 2 steps forward and then 2 steps back, because you're like, yeah, I'm moving forward, but then you're gonna wake up another day and be like, I don't know. It's gonna be a push-pull between your ego and your intuition, your soul knowing this month. So very important for you to choose, to focus in on your guidance, to listen to that, and to trust that it's leading you into all that good stuff you've been manifesting. Okay? Love that for you, Gemini. Next is Cancer. This is the message for Cancer for February 2021 for Cancer. Thank you. What would you like for Cancer to know? Okay. Well, Spirit's saying, Cancer, I know you're worried. I know that you are worried that you're not going to receive enough. Maybe you're worried there's not enough money. Maybe you're worried that things just aren't going to balance out for you. But this is going to be a month of shifting into the knowing that you are strong, because the divine is making you strong. Whatever appears to be a closed door, a missed opportunity, or something you're not getting, something you're afraid you're not going to receive, whatever appears like that for you this month, Cancer, whatever appears like, gosh, I keep on hoping, I keep on wanting to receive this, that I keep, feeling like I'm going to receive, and then I don't, or I'm afraid I'm not going to. Feels like it's in someone else's hands. You're being shifted into this knowing, this confidence that you've got this. You're okay because you're with the divine. There's nothing you actually need to be doing. This is your action guidance, which is the Hangman, which is just let the divine handle everything. Your only job, Cancer, is to stay in high vibration. This does not mean forcing positivity. It means staying in the knowing that you have so many, blessings. You have so many things that are bringing you joy right now. Don't let the things you're worried about not receiving take you out of this enjoyment of the blessings that are there. Okay, and knowing that you're being moved into all the cups, all 10 cups, all the joy, all the harmony. It's coming. So in February, just know, Cancer, it's coming. It's on its way. Your ships are coming in. There is a bit of a feeling of, not a delay by any means, because everything's in divine timing, but a bit of a moment where you may not, the waters may appear to be calm, and you may have that anxiety, like, what if those ships don't come? But they're going to. So just move more into, it'll be a month for you to move more into the knowing that, yeah, they're coming. Of course they're coming. And I'm good. The divine has got me. And just sort of chill and, surrender fear. Okay? As much as you can. Because you are supported. I know, Cancer, it's easy to be like, yeah. I keep thinking that, but then I don't feel so supported. Well, are there things that you might be overlooking where you are? Maybe Spirit is wanting you to see even more the ways that Spirit's at work in your life. Are there things you might be overlooking that Spirit's making happen? Because you're being asked to take a closer look this month. Closer look, okay? Because your family wound, and this card is coming out a lot, which is interesting considering that our intro was all about these family wounds. Yeah. Yours is about how you're perceived, even if it's by yourself, perceived by yourself. And this says take off your masks. So it's about shedding those ancestral wounds around how things are supposed to look, what you're supposed to look like you're doing. They're showing me these dancing shoes here, and it's like this thing of keep dancing, keep dancing. And you've inherited that wound of just keep dancing, keep going, keep moving, keep moving. And, you know, it's time for you to, with the Hangman, you know, stop making yourself dance so hard. And start letting yourself relax. Enjoy that Three of Cups. When you do that, Spirit's going to be opening a big door this month, giving you a big glimpse into how this is coming together, how your heaven on earth is coming together. You're going to feel it by the end of the month if you really surrender into that, you know, okay, the divine's got me. Everything really is working out for my greatest good. You're going to start seeing that more concretely by the end of the month. Okay? All right, Cancer. And next is Leo. This is the message for Leo for February 2021. For Leo. Nice job, Leo, following your guidance. This is you. Oh, yeah, listening to that voice of your inner child. Wow, you're doing a great job this month, Leo. Really paying attention to the guidance you're being given, the signs you're being given, the things that your inner child essence is telling you. You know, that's one of your greatest spirit guides, is that little child, that's that younger version of you, that essence, that pure essence of you. You could call it your higher self, your inner child, you know, whatever it is, it's that pure voice of you. And you're listening this month really beautifully. Because of that, Leo, there's a lot of change happening this month. There's a lot of shift because you're really paying attention. And when you're really paying attention, you're going to know what you have to let go of. You're going to know, you know, oh, well, I see the divine is really moving these things out of my life to make way for, you know, to rearrange, to make way for things that are better for me. And that's absolutely happening. And you'll know because you're paying attention. You're listening very well. Okay, your action guidance is just to embrace it. When you experience that tower this month, when you experience those shifts and changes, just embrace the new. I say that like it's easy, but I know it's not always easy. It's not always easy because of those ancestral wounds we talked about in the beginning. Sort of feeling like they're standing in your way. Like, what do you think you're doing? You know? What about all the pain? What about, you know, you have to suffer. There's a story, Leo, like you have to be in pain. You have to carry that burden. You can't put that burden down. No one in our lineage has ever put that burden down. What do you think you're doing? Well, what you think you're doing, what you know you're doing, because you've been listening to all that guidance, is you're seizing that pinnacle that the divine is giving you. It's exactly what you're being guided to do. It's just that you're the first to ever do it. You're the pioneer. So it's hard. It's challenging. It's a little scary, but you can do it, Leo. You can definitely do it. Surrender to that complete healing that's happening. There's no more Three of Swords pain that you need to carry. You don't need to keep suffering in order to be right. The mind wants you to keep suffering. The mind wants you to keep reliving those old stories so that it can be right about your reality. So that it doesn't have to change. Because your mind doesn't want to do the tower and change. But when you surrender to this complete healing, your mind has to say, oh, okay, I guess we're not going to suffer anymore like we have in the past, and that's good. And you're like, yes, that's good. That's what the divine is saying. That's what our guides are saying. It does take courage. You do, you know, walk the path kind of alone because you haven't seen this modeled for you before, of seizing all of this goodness. But you can do it. Okay, you're doing it. Keep going. Keep going. For you, Leo, it's really a lot about, oh, wow, okay. I was really feeling into that divine masculine healing, and I was going to start talking about that. And then just as I was doing that, the Queen of Cups came out, which is the feminine equivalent. So it's very much both energies within you, moving into this beautiful place of healing in the heart. This is about you being at a place where you can receive and have that love and joy reflected to you. Because you're coming into this loving balance within in your own heart, this healing, you can experience it reflected to you. Both masculine and feminine energies moving into that beautiful healing. Nice job, Leo. You are doing amazingly in February, okay? So just keep on that path. Put down the burden of the suffering. You don't have to suffer anymore, okay? You don't have to do it. All right, and next is Virgo. Virgo's messages for February 2021. What would you like for Virgo to know? Okay. The Hierophant is an energy of what is expected of you traditionally. And you're ready to depart from that. Just like in our intro message, you're ready to walk away from those ancestral expectations. And the more you do that, the more you're going to feel this success and victory. The stronger you're going to feel, the more you're going to be enjoying life. The more you move away from the things you have been feeling like you're supposed to do, like you're expected to do, like it's your job to do, like everyone's always, look to you to do, the more you're going to be happier and feel more successful, and it's going to be better and better and better. I know that's hard for Virgo to believe because there's so much around doing things to a certain standard, but it's going to be about letting that go now. And your action guidance is to start powerfully focusing on, what am I asking the divine to bring into my experience? What am I asking the divine to bring into my life next? And Virgo, because you're so used to doing things on your terms and doing things kind of yourself, it's going to be a shift, and the mind is going to pop in and go, but how is that going to happen? Your mind might even be like, how is the divine going to make that happen, what you've asked for? Well, guess what? You don't need to know in your mind. All you need to do is know in your heart. This is a heart knowing, not a mind knowing. So make sure when you are feeling those limitations this month in your mind, make sure that you shift down into your heart and go, what am I feeling? Click into the power in your heart, because that's where you're going to be doing all this drawing in from now. If it was up to the mind, you'd just be doing everything yourself. But now you're going to be drawing in so much more than your human self could ever do. Okay? Ooh. So Virgo, for you, surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Could not be more perfect. I mean, that's exactly what that Eight of Cups and Hierophant is saying. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself. And also surrender to non-action. You don't have to be doing everything and making everything happen. Your best plan this month is going to be like, let go of the plans, let go of the stuff that you feel like you have to do. That's going to actually move you forward very quickly. Okay, Virgo, also for you, just like with Taurus, so maybe this is an earth sign thing. It's a lot about this soulmate energy this month, and your connection, your divine partnership connection is going to be showing you quite a bit. It's going to be mirroring to you quite a bit. So as you shift, this connection of yours is going to shift as well. You're going to see things about yourself through the eyes of this partner. Okay. And if you're not with anybody at the moment, just know that everything you're going through in your healing journey and all the changes you're making are being felt on the other end of that soul connection. Okay. And it is making wonderful things happen in that connection. So this month, you, like we said, you are being moved forward. The less you do, the more you're being moved forward. Okay? Because this is not about you doing work and heavy lifting. This is about you being in flow with your higher self, your higher guidance. I'm getting that phrase like work smarter, not harder. It's like work in alignment with your soul, not in alignment with your mind. Because your mind would just basically be running you into the ground if it could. And it has. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you, Virgo. And now this is for Libra. For Libra for February 2021. The messages for Libra. What would you like for Libra to know? Thank you, guys. Okay, for Libra, you're going to be choosing that new pentacle. You've been considering the two pentacles for a while. This is an old way of life and a new way of life. And you're going to really fully seize this month that new way of life where you step into your full worth, where you claim it. You're going to claim that pentacle. You're going to say, I'm worth it. And you know what? I may not know, Libra's going to say, I may not know how this new pentacle works. I may not know, you know, I'm claiming my worth. I may not know the steps of how that's going to unfold, how that's going to show itself in my life, but I'm trusting that the divine's making that happen. I don't have to know, right? And tell that to your mind, because here's your worried mind. So February, Libra, you may find yourself vacillating a little bit between this complete, well, it makes your mind worry. First of all, when you turn everything over to the divine, your ego is going to be like, yeah, but you know, what are you, crazy? Like, it's called the Fool for a reason, right? What are you, you look insane, is what your mind is going to say. All right, but do you listen to this? Is this the energy you want to listen to? It keeps you scared in your bed, having nightmares? No. You're going to listen to the Fool that says, I'll show you. You know, the divine is showing us how. Okay? This is your action guidance. Your job is just to focus your energy, your thoughts, your beliefs on what you want to draw in. Yes, you have fear of pain of the past. Yes, there is fear that pain of the past will revisit you, because Libra, I know it feels like, you know, well, I thought I was drawing in what I wanted before, but then I got hurt. You know, I've gone after what I wanted before, but then I got hurt. Yes, but now you've stepped more fully into your worth with that Queen of Pentacles and that seizing of the new pentacle. And not only that, but this February 2021, it's a key time for you, Libra. This is the only sign that the Wheel of Fortune has come out for so far. And the Wheel of Fortune is talking about a key divine timing moment for you stepping into this worth. So remember, the Fool just knows, okay, the divine's working everything out. Things may look dicey and things may look a little worrisome, but you just keep on drawing in what you want, because when this moment hits, when this divine moment hits this month, jackpot. You know, you're gonna see the ways that your pentacle is there. Okay. Wow. All right. So now let's see what we need to surrender. What does Libra need to surrender in February? Thank you. Surrender to effortlessness. So this is saying, I don't have to figure it out. I'm not going to figure it out. The divine is making everything happen. It's time to accept people and situations exactly as they are. Surrender any denial that you have. Because that denial, Libra, is what caused the Three of Swords in the past. It's because you were denying your own worth. You were denying certain truths to yourself. And when you stop doing that, when you just look at things as they are, and when you look at what you're worthy of and, okay, I'm ready to move into that and surrender to the divine making everything happen, it's going to flow right in. Okay. It's going to flow right in. Okay, a lot of signs are getting this. Really interesting because it is February. But this love, connection, this soul connection, it's coming out for a lot of signs. I think Virgo, Taurus, Libra. And this is, this connection is going to lead you to good things this month. It's going to lead you to good things in a very real way. So trust that divine partnership, soul connection. Whatever that looks like in your journey right now. And Libra, just keep on paying attention to, following the guidance. This would be a good month for you to really delve into, sort of lose yourself in things that really set your soul on fire and that really make your little inner child feel excited and intrigued. Let that inner child essence lead you. It's going to give you a lot of guidance this month. So playing, doing what feels good, following that innocent part of you. And that's going to keep you out of the way of that worry and that anxiety as well. Okay? While these things unfold. Okay. So next is Scorpio. These are the messages for Scorpio for February 2021 for Scorpio. Thank you. Wow, just like Libra, Queen of Pentacles. You also are stepping into your worth. This is like the card that says, I'm worth it. I'm worth more. This is very similar to Libra. You're moving into this worth and you're trusting the divine to bring it however the divine's bringing it. You are done carrying the burden of, it's like you're saying, I'm done carrying the burden of trying to sort of scrounge and get what I'm worthy of. I'm just going to let the divine bring it in. I'm just going to let this new beginning happen. Wherever you've been settling for things that are not up to, what you should have divinely, you're going to not be settling for that anymore. You're going to say, nope, this is a new day. I am ready to claim what I'm worthy of. Okay, Scorpio, so we're going to ask for your action guidance for February 2021. What is Scorpio's action guidance? Okay, well, as you move into this new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles and you move into this time of, all right, I'm worth more, I'm embracing more, it'll be important for you to be open and willing to start new. You're going to be starting new, particularly in love. Now, even if you are in an ongoing relationship, this is going to be like pushing the reset button on that relationship this month. Because you have done so many things where you're stepping into your worth more, that partner is going to need to be reflecting that and has the desire to reflect that. But you will have to be willing to sort of let things start again. Or if you're not in an ongoing relationship, let that new partner come in and treat you in the way that you have never been treated before. Because you are vibrating out that, I am worth more. I am now that Queen of Pentacles. Allow it to be reflected back to you. Because that's what you're lined up for here. There's some fear that, yeah, there's some fear of pain. There's some fear of trouble. It's like you're afraid. You know what I'm getting for you, Scorpio? It's like you're afraid of the haters. In a way, it's like you're afraid that if you receive all this great stuff, this love, this goodness, you're afraid of the sort of bad energy coming at you, or the someone wanting to hurt you. Maybe it's a fear that you have around this partner. If it's someone you are letting back in or have been with for a while and you're going to start new, or a new partner, it's just a fear of like, what if I get burned? What if, yeah, just that. It's a little bit of defensiveness or fearfulness. But remember that you've moved into that Queen of Pentacles energy. You're worth it, and you're attracting in from that healedness now, not the wound. You're on your soul's path. You're moving into bigger and better things. So yeah, go ahead and surrender those past unhealthy dynamics in relationship, those things that really weren't reflecting what you're worthy of, and move into this, everything that's right for you, everything that's perfectly designed for you. Okay? Because it's time. You've been through the difficulty long enough. Yeah, it's time for you to have harmony and love. It's time for you. Now, look, I do want to point out something. I don't know why I was so like, look, but with a few other signs, the card that's been coming out is about the soul connection. It's about the soulmate. This love card and the Lover's card, it's not that they're not love relationships. It's just that this is pointing more toward the human aspect rather than the soul aspect, which means you are, Scorpio, in a time where you're allowing these inner child wounds to heal, and it's changing the way you show up in human relationships and what you require reflected back to you in human relationships. So it's less about the soul connection part for you this month and more about changing the terms, changing the conditions under which you're participating in relationship. Okay? Because you've been subjecting yourself and your partner to a lot of sort of conditional things, and we all do that. But it's been a very limiting way to be in relationship. Now you're going to be shifting into more of relationship that is better for you. It's just better for you. And it's more honoring your value, your own personal value, your own personal esteem for yourself. Yeah, you're no longer going to be letting others drag your vision of yourself down. Before, you were really letting others do a number on the way you saw yourself and on what you subjected yourself to. It was like, well, this is what they did to me, and I guess it hurt, but what am I going to do? Well, now you're being the Queen of Swords. This month you're saying, you know what? These things I have tolerated in relationship and that I have been conditioned to tolerate, and that I've inherited an ancestral wound around the tolerating, I'm no longer going to tolerate. I'm going to cut away, and I'm going to say, no, get out of here. You can't steal from me anymore. You can't drag me down anymore. You can't drain me anymore. Okay. So you're going to be asking a lot more in relationship, or you're just going to be cutting relationship away in some way. Okay. All right, Scorpio. So do what's right for you. Take care of you. You are supported in that. Okay. All right. And next is Sagittarius. These are the messages for Sagittarius for February. What would you like for Sagittarius to know? Sagittarius, this is a month of new beginning for you, and it will be important for you to be open and willing to start new. I know it's hard. You know, the mind says, ugh, starting something new is scary, and it's, you know, worrisome. But with the Six of Swords, it's going to be important for you to be moving away from the worries. Now, this new energy for you, Sagittarius, it's a lot around love. And you're moving away from things that have hurt you in the past around love in relationship. And you're starting out new this month going, yeah, I'm ready to leave behind I'm ready to move into something new that doesn't hurt. And many of you Sagittarius are going to be actually starting a new relationship or a new type of relationship. But it is scary. It's giving you some anxiety because change is scary, and you know, you're breaking a lot of patterns, and that's hard. We're going to ask for your action guidance for this month. Your action guidance in this. Okay. So we've definitely got some worry and anxiety going on. All right. So when you're feeling the worry and anxiety, treat that mind worry, you know, like a little child, and ask it, you know, what are you afraid of? What are you worried about? And if you ask that energy long enough, it's going to start telling you about the sadness. It's going to start telling you about the pain that it's been through, and that it's afraid it's going to go through that again. This is really just about pain that needs to be felt and released. That's all the anxiety is about. It's about pain and sadness that needs to be felt and released. So sometimes it helps to envision a little child version of you and say, tell me how you're feeling. Tell me what you're scared of. And really listen, really be with that child essence of you. Okay? Because this month is going to be about shifting. Once you release all of that sadness, then you can enjoy, then you can shift into just being able to have fun and, you know, enjoy life. 3 of Cups and 9 of Cups. That's party time. That's like, let's have fun now. So your action guidance is to, you know, when you're feeling that anxiety, say, what is this covering up? What is this masking? And then feel whatever that is, so that, see, when you empty all those cups out of all the sad stuff, then they can fill up with the good stuff. My cup runneth over. Then you can enjoy everything the divine is bringing in for you this month that's good, okay? But you do need to do that releasing first. That's key, Sagittarius. Surrender to prayer as you're feeling the fear and the sadness. You know, ask the divine to be with you however you connect. Ask for that support. Give yourself over completely to it. This also says surrender procrastination. So, you know, you've been sort of dealing with this worry, this anxiety, especially all this around relationship for long enough. Now it's the time to jump, to go ahead and just say, okay, you know what? God's got me here. I'm gonna go forward. I'm gonna move out of this old energy. Release it and move forward into the good stuff. And part of what you're releasing is all of these family wounds, all of these family lineage wounds. And this card is coming up a ton. This is about what that opening message was about, letting go of all that pain, all that difficulty, all that sadness of those who came before you. It was kind of handed down to you, that fear that 9 of Swords, it was handed down to you. So it's releasing all that, and you're going to receive a ton of guidance this month, Sagittarius, when you open up to it. With that prayer here, yeah, pay attention to the signs. You're going to be led. So, you know, go into things with that beginner mind, that beginner attitude, and follow those signs, and it will lead you to great things with all those cups, all that joy. Okay. There's a lot of newness for you. All right, Sagittarius. I guess Spirit needs to be really kind of like tough with you, because Spirit's saying, do not let your mind trap you. Do not let that anxiety, that fear, those wounds that were passed down to you of that, don't let it keep you in a prison of the mind. Don't let this devil keep you enslaved to that. And don't let it use your relationships and all those things that are, bringing this energy into your life of toxicity. Don't let that devil energy rob you of all that joy and goodness that the divine is bringing in for you, that you're worthy of. Step into your worth, claim it. Claim all that goodness, and don't let that devil energy steal it from you. Okay, Sagittarius? Thank you. Capricorn, it's your turn. These are the messages for Capricorn for February 2021. Asking the guides, what would you like for Capricorn to know for February 2021? It's delivery time. The Knight of Pentacles brings the deliveries of the things that were manifested. I'm seeing they're bringing my attention to this bunny, and they're just saying spring. So I'm feeling as spring comes for you. Yeah, as the spring comes for you, you're going to see a lot of these manifestations. This month, you're going to have fun. You're going to be playing. You have been asking to be able to feel joy, to be able to move away from that pain that you've been moving away from for so long. And Capricorn, this is your lucky, wonderful, blessed month, because you're moving into that joy. They're showing me the bunny again, and that's abundance. And there's a lot of energy around the spring, so it's gonna feel, this February is gonna feel like spring has already sprung for you, and you're going to be moving into a lot of joy, pure joy, childlike joy, play. And what is the action guidance for Capricorn for this month? Thank you. Action guidance, just enjoy it. You have come home, you have arrived. Just receive it. Receive all these gifts. You are the Fool. You're open. You're following. You're trusting the divine. Continue to move away from that pain. So really, there's no catch here, Capricorn. As long as you keep moving away from the pain, keep moving away from things that don't feel good to you, as long as you do that, that's your whole job. Everything else is taken care of. Everything else is a matter of just sit back and enjoy. So if there's ever a feeling of like, what do I do? What do I do? If you're moving away from the stuff that doesn't feel good, you're doing it. It's working. You're doing it, okay? Surrender to passion. Yeah, just enjoy. Enjoy the things that light you up. Surrender to spirit. That's it. That's it. Nothing, nothing troublesome here. This is just surrender to the good stuff. Surrender to the stuff that's lighting your fire. And Spirit's bringing it all to you this month. Your job is just keep moving away from it if it doesn't feel good. That's your healing, is moving away from stuff that doesn't feel good and accepting that that can be your reality, because Capricorn, for so long it's been like, well, something's not going to feel good. Probably most things. But no, now your new reality is, no, this is my healedness. I can just feel good. I can just enjoy life because you have done this alchemy with spirit. You see the fire. It's like transformation has happened. And you're going to continue to experience this month, this healing and alchemy. You're going to continue experiencing miracles of transformation this month. So just enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. That's beautiful. Okay. Hermit. A hermit's just about looking within, finding the ways that you can continue within yourself to put an end to the pain. You know, the Ten of Swords is an end to suffering. So this is just about looking inside yourself and saying, wow, if I continue to suffer now, that's me doing that to me. So why would I do that? If the divine, if you know, my life is bringing me all this goodness, and it is coming in, then I would be the only one who would continue that suffering pattern, and I'm not going to do that. That's what you're going to say, and that's what you're going to do. Okay. And Capricorn's like, I don't know, tell me what I'm going to do. Well, you know, why wouldn't you? And then Capricorn's like, I don't know. I guess I would. It's like, he's being like, what's the catch? There's no catch. There is no catch. All right. Beautiful. And next is Aquarius. This is the message for Aquarius for February 2021. It is a month of deep healing, deep heart healing for you, Aquarius. The pain, the suffering is over. Time for that pain to end. Time for that heart to heal. And it's time for you to shift into more strength within. This is your divine inner strength. No longer feeling like a victim to that old pain. No longer feeling like there's nothing you can do about it. You're going to start feeling much more strong and confident. And Aquarius, that's going to be a very new feeling. But just go with it. This is your time. You know, this is the age of Aquarius. You're very, very supported in these airy energies. So just move forward with confidence. Your action guidance is to follow that guidance. Follow those messages that your team is sending you. Your cup runneth over. You're being given so many gifts divinely this month, Aquarius. The Hangman, just, you know, just hang with it. Just enjoy it. This is not a month where you're being guided to have to do a lot. Except for just, you know, take the bricks out of the fire that the divine is handing you. I mean, the divine's handing you all these building blocks of, you know, this wonderful new time for you. These blessings. So just keep, oh, here's another one. This one goes here. Here's another one. This one goes here. Just keep on doing that. And every time you catch yourself, you know, sort of expecting to have to go through those old cycles of suffering, you're just going to go, nope, that's over. And surrender to what Spirit is doing. Surrender to what your guides are bringing in for you. So it's time to stop with the overthinking, the obsessive thinking. Get out of your head and get into that spirit space of just receiving gratefully what's coming in. And if you catch yourself going into your head, it's going to be time to say, okay, guides, you know, please help me shift out of this. Go into letting go more deeply of that old pain. Ooh, unleash your creativity. Yeah, this really is your time, Aquarius, to shine. I mean, these conditions, astrologically, and this time in your journey, you are going to find yourself in your own personal renaissance. So you just, you know, you're going to let go of those past constrictions, those past disappointments, that past feeling of feeling kind of beaten down and, you know, like you're just not supported, and you're going to move into, no, this is my personal renaissance. I'm going to enjoy it and create with the divine. Create with the divine. Okay? Something amazing is coming through you this month, Aquarius. So embrace that. That Ace of Cups. All right? And really, it is important for you to completely release, as much as you can, those old cycles of suffering. Completely release anything that is no longer worthy of your time, of your attention. It's time for you to focus on all the ways that Spirit is creating through you now. You know, this card is so powerful for you. This unleash your creativity. There's a lot of green here, which is the heart chakra, and we started off with that card about healing. So there's so much heart healing going on for you this month, Aquarius, and as that happens, you're going to be experiencing the flow of all this creativity through you. It's time. It's your time. Okay? Beautiful. Love that for you. Love it. Pisces, it is your turn. These are your messages for February 2021. What Spirit would like for you to know, Pisces. Just like Aquarius, this is a month of heart healing for you. You've been going through a lot of healing. And a lot of things are coming into your reality now that you've been wishing for, that you've been wanting. And it's time now, because as these things come into your life, as these things are delivered, as you're starting to receive things that your healed heart can receive, namely deep soul connection and partnership, as that's coming in, you may find yourself not really knowing what to do with that. You may find it like, wow, you know, all this wonderful reflection of my heart healing is coming in, but I don't know how to handle it. That's when you just lean on the divine. That's when you just ask your guides, please help me. And if you're not sure, you know, in the physical just yet, what this connection is, who it is, what it looks like, this combination is saying connect with your divine partner on a soul level. So even if you don't know who it is, say, okay, higher self of my divine partner, please come in and guide me. Please be one of my guides, because you are now ready to receive love in your life that is a reflection of that healing that you've been doing in your heart. That's so beautiful for February for you, Pisces. And this is your action guidance. Follow those messages of guidance that your team, including the higher self of your divine partner, are sending in. If you will follow that connection, and that doesn't necessarily mean something in a physical relationship right now. It means following the connection, following the soul connection, feeling into what is my soul drawing me toward, and what is that telling me. Right now, Pisces, you know, you may not be speaking a lot with this person. You may even feel shut out by this person, or they may feel shut out by you, or you just may not feel open to love in this way. You just may not feel like that's going to happen, or like it's coming together. Okay. What is your guidance for Pisces with this? Thank you. Whoop, thank you. Whoa. All right. Thank you. This came sailing out. The guidance is to listen on a soul level. Your heart is going to be what you're going to need to listen to. I know that might sound trite, but honestly, you know, saying, please give me eyes and ears to hear the guidance. Please help me to hear where my heart is calling me. That is going to lead you this month, Pisces, better than anything else, okay? So do not look to anything physical this month to point you in the right direction. Look to the guidance, and particularly the guidance around that connection, and what Spirit is showing you to lead you. Yeah, you've got to get out of your head, especially this month, Pisces. Your mind is not going to be your friend this month, okay? It's going to just trying to mess with you. It's really trying to block you from receiving all the stuff that this connection is bringing in. Don't let it do that, okay? Move into your heart. Listen to what Spirit's saying. Listen to that connection. If you need any help doing that, let me know, because, you know, understanding what these soul connections are telling us is a lot of what we do in the readings many times. It is leading you. See, this is a partnership. Discover your life purpose. Unleash your creativity. There's so much that's going to be flowed through you this month, Pisces, but it's going to be a matter of really tuning in to the heart and letting that lead you into those next steps. And none of that is going to have anything to do with the mind and what the mind is telling you, okay? All right. And any other messages for Pisces? Almost everybody's gotten this Queen of Pentacles, and it is about, Pisces, moving into your full worth, what you know you're worthy of, receiving. And that healed heart of yours knows that you are worthy of so much, particularly in love, and that it's time for you to move into that and move away from anything that doesn't feel good, that doesn't feel loving. And as long as you're moving away from what's painful, from what's been painful in the past, and from what doesn't feel good, especially where your own thoughts are concerned, saying, no, I'm worth feeling good. I'm worth treating myself well. I'm not going to torture myself with my own mind. Pisces, think about if you had someone with you all the time that was talking to you the way your mind talks to you. You would not allow that person to hang around. Okay? You're worth more. So that's what you're going to do, and step into that. Enjoy it and allow that beautiful worthiness of you to be expressed. See all that green, that heart healing green? This is a month of tremendous heart healing for you. Okay? And it's going to allow so much to flow divinely through that beautiful heart of yours. All right? We will talk very soon, and have a wonderful February. I hope you'll let me know how it resonates.